our channel.
Tonight we are doing a Taco Bell Mukbang. Hey!
Like the little Taco Bell dog back in the day. What did he say? I forgot what he said. It was a little chihuahua that you pressed and he went. Maybe that was wrong.
I really don't remember.
I don't either, but we may or may not have had a couple of drinks in our other video, Get Ready With Me. By meaning a couple we made.
Just a couple. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just a couple.
But, you know, we're here to have a great time, to let everybody get to know us, get to know a little bit about us, and kind of tell our story. Our story, makeup story, you know, a little bit of everything. So let's dive right in. All right, so we got a chicken quesadilla.
I got chicken and a salsa taco, and then because I'm a fatty, I also got nachos. But I don't really have to eat the cheese or not because I don't like yellow cheese.
Well, I'll take it.
Because
I got a cheese quesadilla with extra creamy jalapeno sauce. Love that stuff. And then 2 orders of nachos because little, you know, I mean, I'm picking out here. Cheat day, whatever. But I was really mad because I asked for an extra cheese sauce and paid for it, and they didn't give it to me.
story of the life in a rural Taco Bell. So let's go ahead and just kind of like start it all off, which is how we met. I think it's,
yeah, we'll start off with how we met. We've known each other for
4 years?
4, 5?
Or 4 or 5 now.
4 going on 5. I don't really know.
I'm confused about that too. I'm like, are we 4 or 5 years?
Neither of us can remember. But it's actually our first interactions. It was not very nice.
No, I actually tell you a little story here, and it could be differentiation. You know, people tell different stories. Whenever I first met Alex, I met her at a restaurant we both worked at, and I was a new girl, and I thought she absolutely hated me. To be honest, like, she didn't look my way. She didn't say nothing to me. She was, like, not mean to me, but, like, she didn't acknowledge me. And whenever your zodiac sign is a Leo and nobody acknowledges you, there's something to mess up.
To be fair, this restaurant had people coming in and out of the door every day, so I was like, this girl may be here 2 days and be gone. Like, I didn't know her.
She could have told me beforehand, though. But
I also just came back from a week off. I went to spring break, went to Florida, had fun, and then I have to come back to this dreaded waitressing job, and I was just really mad. It was a bad night. It was a weekend. I was not happy, and so I was not happy to begin with, and she was new, and it was interesting.
Now, granted I was a very good new waitress.
She had waitressed before, and it wasn't even that. I was having a bad night.
Yeah, no, it was actually she just got off vacation, so.
I mean, like, you're off work for a whole week, vacationing, and then you come back to waitressing. I mean, who really wants that?
Truth. But I remember, like, calling my dad, and I was crying. I was like, none of these girls like me here, like, blah, blah. Like, I was so upset because, especially, like, not even just Alex, but so many of the other girls were not very nice to me because I was new for one, and I had already worked for the family that owns the restaurant before. But then one night, by, you know, the grace of good Lord Jesus Christ up there, one of the girls had a pretty, you know, significant breakup, I would say.
Yeah. And
we were saying, like, let's go take her out. And then Alex had already been to this club in our area before, and I had been twice. Now, granted, you guys, I drove my parents there one of these 2 times. I was like the DD driver. I didn't drink. I didn't even go in, but like for 2, 3, maybe minutes or so. And I was right back out because it was not my scene. But then we're like, oh, let's all go. And
yeah, we made it a big, like, work. It was a work outing. Like, a girl there had not like a pretty unfortunate breakup. She was having a downtime. It was a weekend. We were like, hey, like, let's all get together. We had been working together for a little bit at that point. We're like, hey, let's, get together, go out, have a good time, and we actually had a a great time.
We did. And we're not going to mention where we ended up after this because I actually had my car there, and the next morning we both were working.
I was really late. We'll just leave it at that.
And y'all talk about, like, literally we get there and we were both so hungover. And, of course, you know, like, we go out clubbing with the work crew, which every single one of them, but a few of them had to work the next morning. So we were all hungover. We were all getting yelled out because we're not putting things in the oven. It was awful.
It was just a really bad, but we were, like, to be fair, we were all, like, 21, 22 years old. Like, just, you know, you were not even 20.
Shut up. I was
We're not talking about it. But we were just all, like, enjoying life, having a good time, like, not worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, part of being young, you know, who's late or hungover at work at least once? I mean,
it happened every time that summer.
I mean, it was pretty
Do we mention that part or not? So, like, literally, like, we get into work and we're all hungover. And then, night shift, some of them went out with us and they still were late to work. That's never what's everybody's got fired.
Yes.
This girl
there were
literally.
people who were supposed to come in at, like, what, 3?
Mm-hmm.
Like, 3 to, like, start preparing for their shift at 4, like, prep for the night and yada yada. And I think this was even a Sunday. So, like, I was supposed to work a double. And, like, there were people who were supposed to come in for the night shift. And, like, they were late for the night shift. And I was there and had to work a double. We were, like, it was a pretty rough day. I'm not going to lie.
And we were, like, getting out of there that day, too.
Mm-hmm.
Hungover AF, and these people can't show up for their night shift. And I'm like, look, we can show up for our 10 a.m., 10:30, 11 shift.
Yes.
Y'all can make it in at 3:30. Come on now.
Yeah, so it was pretty, you know.
And then after that, we became really good friends. We spent almost the entire summer together.
Yeah, that
They're
was
going out
we started going out together, especially like as a group. We all became friends, and oddly enough, out of the whole group, we were pretty much the ones who stuck out. We're still friends now. It's been years now. We actually haven't even worked together in a while. We've both since graduated college, started our careers. We are no longer waitresses. We still enjoy some fun every now and then, like tonight.
Corona? Michelob?
Yeah. So, you know, but it's okay. Tequila, watermelon, lots of stuff. It's pretty good. But we, you know, became friends. And she is actually going to be a bridesmaid. I'm getting married in June of 2020, and she's going to be a bridesmaid. So
very exciting.
Well, we kind of maybe had a little bit of a rocky start. Sometimes
a.k.a. just hated me.
I didn't hate her. I was having a bad night, okay?
Okay.
I mean, everybody has them. But we've become lifelong friends. She's now a bridesmaid. I think I've made up for that.
You have.
10 times over.
If any of y'all are Leos out there, you understand. If somebody doesn't like you, that's a very hurtful situation. Because I feel like, and I'm not trying to live on it, we're very, you know, self-absorbed people. But we get along with almost every zodiac sign. So at first I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Because it was obviously something. But in the end, we did become really, really good friends through it. And everything. We've had our ups and downs. I didn't have to buy you an I'm sorry cake, so we're gonna keep that.
Wait, what?
The I'm sorry cake that I bought that one. I didn't have to buy her one, so we are definitely doing a little bit better in our lives.
Yes, you know, but it's all, I mean, everybody has ups and downs. It's all good. We are great friends, and now YouTube channel co-host. Hey.
So that one right on him.
And this Taco Bell is fire. We were both so hungry.
If you do not like Taco Bell, what are you doing? They literally have vegetarian, vegan options, regular options. I think they're literally voted the healthiest fast food in America.
What, really?
Yeah, they are, because they're so fresh compared to other things. But
I didn't even know that. It's nice to know that. I just really like their food.
Yeah. I think it's actually the healthiest. Especially around here, though, because we don't really have a whole lot of options that we get here.
Yeah,
so.
it's a really rural area. Like, we've got Taco Bell, McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, and Zaxby's.
Is there any other really ones that we have, though?
Cookout.
Sonic
and Cookout.
Yeah.
And that pretty much is the gist. I mean, we
That's it.
like have Little Caesars pizza, which I guess is kind of fast food because you just go pick it up, but it's pizza.
No, like I ain't never been there to get mine picked up. They literally take 25 minutes to cook my order. I don't know what's fast food about them. I really don't.
Well, I went one night right before closing and walked away with 3 free pizzas and fed us all one night while we were drinking. So I mean,
that is true though, because y'all talk about starving.
They do get some props. I had just gotten off work. We were gonna like pregame at my apartment and eat, you know, whatever. We had just got off work. Everybody was starving, and so I go in there just to buy 1 pizza, and I walk out with 3 after only paying for 1 because they had extra pizzas that didn't get bought. And they were like, well, you know, we can't, you know, if you want them, here you go. So got some free pizza.
And that's when Alex became my best friend. I remember that now though, because they were all so hungry. And then one night also, it was your house party that you had just to like move it. It was you and Piper. And we did not have pizza, you know, like the pizza slicer in the house, a little rolly pizza that, so literally we go and we take a pair of scissors and we are cutting pizza with a pair of freaking scissors.
That whole night was a disaster though, to be honest.
I got locked in the bathroom that night, so I don't talk about it too much to this day. But
you know,
we did cut a pizza with some scissors, so.
You know, hey, look, at this point we were all broke college kids, you know, we're out on our own, like, you know how it is, sometimes you can't afford a pizza cutter, so we didn't have one, because we always bought, you know, Little Caesars, and it came pre-cut.
Yeah.
And Desarai over here is like, I'm gonna cook a pizza, and I'm like, well, okay. So,
and hey, look, it was $1.50 cheaper than Little Caesars, so.
Whatever. So, anyways, all we had were scissors.
Yeah,
it worked. I mean, they weren't perfect.
I almost cut myself though, and then we had the one girl hold it with her hands while I was trying to cut. And I was like, please don't let me hit her, because at this point, like, I'm already tipsy and I'm just hungry, so I've already like gotten into my salami tray that I bought.
She did. She bought like a food tray.
I was like, food. Oh,
but and we had a good time that night.
We did. The next morning was awful though.
Yeah, but there was an incident, and so she made us breakfast. And
cleaned the house too. The house was like literally sparkling, I think, whenever I finished.
It was free. But it like I said, it was a really rough night. I mean, not our best moment, but yeah,
I cleaned the entire house, woke up that next morning, went and bought breakfast for everybody. I'm like,
and
not just McDonald's. I went and cooked some shit.
Yeah, she cooked. She cooked.
Yeah.
And, like, didn't we all have to go to work?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we all had to go to work in the midst of all of this.
Because they wouldn't let us off because we were all good servers. But, yeah, no, it was awful. It was just awful. But, and that's how we became friends, I think.
Yeah, so I guess you could say waitressing brought us together, and
definitely
alcohol held us together.
Well, can we get that tatted somewhere?
Waitressing brought us together. Alcohol held us together. I mean,
yeah, I think that's all to say. The first time I ever was like plastered was with you, because that was like the very first night we went out, and I had a few beers, a few shots, and
you weren't very experienced, so you didn't really, you know.
Yeah, mind you, before this I had one shot in my entire life that was tequila. But to think where my love of tequila comes from is
just a girl
from
with
that
tequila.
Shot. I literally live for tequila. If it's not tequila, I normally don't shoot it. I like non-fruity drinks too. Like, I want to taste the alcohol in my drink. I'm impatient though, so I'm like, why am I not messed up? And then it all hits me. Well, and then I'm the one getting carried out of the bar at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Exactly.
Normally.
And I can't drink fruity drinks. They just don't settle well with me. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I love liquor. I mean, like, I like liquor. I mean, I say love. I enjoy drinking liquor, but I just can't drink super fruity stuff, especially real acidic stuff. Can't do it. So, I'm boring and I stick to my beer. But, you know, I can always stand up at the end of the night.
Yeah, that's right. Really makes it into the house. Actually, one night I did fall asleep in some bushes. Again, Alex is like my guardian angel that's there for me. So whenever she's not there, it's a bad situation. Normally, all the time, I'm either in some random. We're not gonna talk about this story.
We're not. We're gonna continue. So, since we are a beauty, makeup, whatever kind of channel, we want to kind of go into how we got into makeup, started on makeup, or just a little bit about our background. So she's got a more extensive background than I do, so she can go first.
Whenever I was around 9 years old, I think it was, I actually discovered what concealer was. And I put that ish all over my face. I did. I thought it was foundation. I did not know at the time. And my mom really wasn't like, it wasn't like I just stared at her all the time and then saw her do her makeup, because she wasn't that experienced with makeup anyway. I do her makeup now because it's a bad situation. But
valid.
Yeah. So whenever I was growing up, she had the Mary Kay signature concealer is what it was called, and it was actually in the most yellow tone. Like, it wasn't even like a little yellow, like they had come out with like yellows, pinks, and neutral undertones. No, this was straight up yellow. Like, it was a pale, awful, like it was awful. But I found it and I was like, oh, like put it on my face, and I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm like freaking out to everyone, like, oh my goodness, it's covered up so much. And my mom never saw me. She let me wear it to school. Nobody said anything to me. And then transitioning on into like my later of my 9-year-old age, for my 9th birthday, I actually was able to get some Wet n Wild products as well as some Almay products. It was the Almay, like the trio thing. It was like the eyebrow, the transition, and like the eyelids. Like, it came in like a little packet. I got a few of those, and of course my mom bought me what she would buy, which was completely different from my style, but at that time I was like, look, I'm getting makeup, I really don't care. So then I actually went and used that, and it was the bright blue eyeshadow. And with blonde hair, bright blues don't really go with blonde hair. At least not the way that I did it. Off of the Almay though. Like, now they came out with this whole blending thing. Like, this girl can blend her shadows with her blonde hair. See, at that time I couldn't. So it was like, put the bright blue shadow in the crease and put the bright blue. And I was like, okay, I got this. And like, look, y'all, I thought I was fire AF. And about the age that Jersey Shore came out, I remember asking Mom, I was like, Mom, I have to have a smoky palette. And she's like, okay, what kind of smoky palette you want? I was like, Mom, I gotta have a smoky palette. These Jersey Shore girls wear this very smoky eye.
Smoky eye, you smoke it out like hardcore,
and like
but
brown
not in a
hair.
good way.
Yes, and like the orange makeup, like y'all, I was literally orange all over my face. I didn't care though. I was like, I look fire. And I remember she got me a Rue 21 smoky palette. And y'all talk about, I was putting black in my crease. Nobody could tell me no different. I was like, yes, I look fire right there. So I had like dark black, bright silver eyeshadow. And that's what I wore a lot of my sophomore year. And all the girls were like, oh my God, that looks so good. And I was like, y'all lied to me. Why? Why did you tell me that looked good?
Well, maybe it looked good back then.
No, maybe it did. I remember I went through that. It did not look good. It was awful. And so that like started my smoky shade trend. So I've been doing makeup since I was probably like 9.5, almost 10 years old. And I loved makeup whenever I was younger too, because I was always getting into like the little like Claire's palettes my mom would give me, and I'd be like, oh my goodness, look at Claire's palette, let me throw it on my eyes. No, it was a bad idea, and that should be a discussion later on, but it was awful. So how did you get started into the makeup thing?
Well, oddly enough, I really never like got into, played in my like mom or my grandmother's makeup. And it may have really just been because maybe like back then, I mean, not showing my age or anything, I am a little bit older than her.
By a few years, calm down.
Well, but that's enough. Like, yeah. I've seen makeup completely transform from one year to the other. So it's not that like my grandmother had Mary Kay, and like I had worn makeup, like I really didn't get into makeup until probably middle school. Probably around 7th grade is when I really started getting into makeup, wearing makeup. But I never really got into the eyeshadow for a long time. I really just, did the foundation, and, a little bit of blush, keeping it basic with some mascara and eyeliner. Never was really, I always, for the longest time as a kid, I was like against lipstick. I felt like I looked so weird with lipstick on. Any kind of lip, like, period. I was like, oh my God, So I guess maybe it was just getting me out of my comfort zone, because I really I was really shy kid, getting me out of my comfort zone took a minute. So it really wasn't until I was closer to high school, like freshman year, that I really would start wearing makeup. But even then, like, this is, ways a while back now. And there wasn't, at least for people my age, for what we were into, we didn't contour, we didn't use concealer and all that. It was, it existed, but concealer was like covering up blemishes. And like when I was in school, in high school, like, oh, I gotta cover up a hickey here and there. But concealer isn't. Bitch.
I said virgin Sassy. I never had a hickey. I've never had a hickey.
That's another story.
I also never had a boyfriend. If we're gonna shop me out here.
But concealer and stuff wasn't a thing. You really just wore foundation and blush and maybe some lip gloss and some. Now I will say, in early high school, there was the silvery blue. It was like Maybelline, I think. And it was like this, it was just one color, and it came with a little thing, and it was like this silvery blue. And I would wear it, nothing else, just that, with some thick liquid black eyeliner. Not even winged, nothing. It was rough. Not gonna lie, it was rough. I don't even know if they make that anymore. But I just kind of organically came into makeup. Like, I was never like, I don't know, I guess it just kind of was a thing. But I never got into it as far as what it is today until probably a year and a half ago-ish, I would say. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Before that, I was pretty basic. The glow up has been real.
Yeah, definitely.
For both of us,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying for both of us, yeah. I was always like really into like the makeup side of things, but now, did it always look too good? No. Did everybody say it looked good? Yeah. And I was like, nah, you lied to me now. Like, now that I look back, I'm like, no, that was not good. Why'd you lie to me and tell me that it did? But I think I have definitely threw away those palettes, or what those palettes I swear. Whenever I discovered the Naked Smoky palette, I thought I was on fire. I was like, oh my goodness, somebody come look at it. And now they discontinued it, so obviously someone going right there.
Well, like, I was just going along with what everybody else was wearing. I wasn't doing anything new. I wasn't, and everyone's like, oh yeah, this is the thing, and that's what we did. But I don't know what was wrong with us. And looking back, it was not a good look. But at least I looked like everybody else, and we weren't super into the internet then.
Truth. She ain't lying.
So there's no proof. There's no evidence. We'll leave it that way.
I put some as my profile picture, so on Facebook, if you want to catch somebody looking, it was definitely probably me, because it was awful. It was so bad. But you can tell me any different. If you tell me makeup look bad, I'll be like, no, you're lying. It looks fire.
See, I had moved away from the weird eyeshadow and stuff later into high school by the time that we got real big into social media. So there's not really, does my makeup look fantastic? No. Was I wearing makeup? Yes. It wasn't it was just really just a normal, natural, boring look. Nothing fancy. I never wore lips. Well, I did there for a little while, but it just really wasn't. It really wasn't a thing. It wasn't something that I was into.
I feel that though, because it was, oh Lord, makeup journeys, all my different makeup looks. But
that is true. But here we are now, and I really I enjoy painting, any kind of art, and so I kind of just transformed my artistic side from canvases to my face. And I always was just really scared to wear eyeshadow and like bold lipstick and stuff whenever I was younger, because I was really just too shy. It took me a while to come out of my, out of my shell. Now I rock this purple eye anywhere, any day. I don't care. I'll do me. So
truth, and I'm like, definitely not my colors at all. They're not me, but they're her, and that's what works. So,
but that's not me.
Oh yeah, I'm like definitely like an orange, yellow, warm toned eye all the way. Like you can't tell me any different. I'm like, purple, green, no.
And see, I love the purple. I love blue. I love green. I love bright colors to a certain extent. But yeah, which that's one of the reasons we wanted to do a channel together, is because we both have completely different techniques, like different skin types, different skin tones. You're gonna get basically a lot of opinions from different sides of the scale in one video. So
yeah,
here we are,
blonde and blonder. With the mukbang.
Yep.
Mukbang. How'd you say it?
Mukbang.
Mukbang.
A Taco Bell mukbang with some Corona, Michelob Ultra, tequila. It's been great.
Yeah.
So this is our first official mukbang, and
I'm learning how to say this by the end of everything. Mukbang. Mukbang. How do you say it?
You said it right, but just with a little less country twang on that.
Mukbang. I can't say anything at all. I'm like, mukbang.
But so that is this is our first mukbang, and I can guarantee you will probably see some more.
And I may know how to sing the word mukbang by the time the series ends.
So
I think we're good. Yeah. All right. So bye, guys.
Bye.